Well, we wanted to work with mapping lost gestures, and we wanted to bring together this idea of how the students could bring something from their home place that was a gesture that they bring with them, and how that meets gestures that are here that they're going to find. So we asked them to bring something, and then we asked them, before coming here, what gesture would they like to find coming here.
And how we worked together was that Gretchen and myself were separated by about 5,000 miles as we were planning the workshop. So we thought, well, how can we both sort of inhabit the space, even though I was so far away from it in the States? So every week I would send Gretchen a little gestural homework that she would go and do in the site. So every Friday, very obediently, Gretchen went and she took up residence in various places in the site. So I would ask her to maybe hold a position for a certain amount of time and then write about it. Or I would ask her to go into the site and steal fragments of overheard conversation, steal moments of gestures from other people that she saw, and create those into a sort of a tableau of movement and gestures.
And also drawing on certain texts and quotes that we find interesting concerning questions of place, questions of memory, and questions of gesturing, and how we listen to gesture differently through place.
And we worked with the group with various stimuluses and trigger for movement and for sound and for frequency and for gesture. So we would ask them, for example, to write about a smell that reminded them of home, or we would ask them to write about a portal, an entrance or an exit that had been very profound for them in their life. We asked them to try and find the gesture that they had come to the site looking for, and we asked them to then smudge it with another gesture that they wanted to leave behind. So that sense, again, as Gretchen says, of give and take. What do we bring to a site? What do we look for? What do we find? And then as we get ready to depart, what do we leave behind? And how palpable are these gestures, or these frequencies in the spaces and places that we inhabit?
And there was a thematic undercurrent of this notion of ghost gestures, things that haunt us or things that stay with us either in ourselves or either with our memories, how we hold those and we bring them, and how they migrate from one place to another. So we had the students sharing each other's gestures so that there was a sense of migration even between them, and just putting things in the space outside and seeing how that changed their state space in terms of how they were inhabiting this space. And in terms of feedback, they've been just extraordinary. And I think it's the singular plural I want to go back to, which is really Nancy, but I love that because I felt like we really saw individuals and a group, and how they worked together. We saw both, and I thought that was just brilliant, and how they shared practice.
Absolutely.
How they shared their practices to listen in another way.
Different frequencies that they picked up in each other and from each other, and also a collective archive of gesture that we have built over the week. And one of the things that was one of the most gorgeous things that happened when we were asking them again each day that we returned to the site, have you found the gesture? What do you need to find the gesture that you're looking for? And one of the participants said to another participant, I needed your practice. In your practice I found the gesture that I was looking for. So again, this beautiful collision between people and place, and people in place.
And just to pick up on this people in place, we had someone from Turkey, we had someone from England, we had someone from Australia, we had someone from France, and so it's just that difference of sometimes language, how language plays. Well, this means this in my place, or someone has a very different story, and they said, I know exactly that relationship with your grandmother in that place. So there was these ways that the scoring. These kinesthetic melodies that were starting to take place, just not locally here, but almost like reverberating from, in the way that Rebecca was talking about. So they were here, but I felt that they kept going along.